I've spotted something.
Aha! I have company, I see. And I'm just about to conduct a small Art of Laces area with more than a few pernicious little friends who are... Now, your job is to put up a Right then. On your mark...
I feel better already.
Sweet relief.
My kingdom for a dry shirt!
Here lies Vissar, soul stolen by the Miramac. Fear him.
I'm on fire! As good as the new pen. I needed that.
Cheery spot we've found in this graveyard, as rife with the signs of necrom. To the grave they are drawn, and into the grave they creep. None of them grasp that necromancy, true necromancy, is the pursuit of life everlasting. That its end goal is to play. How highly refreshing it is to mark that the swords of ignorance have not as yet cut out your eyes. Commendable of you, source chaser.
Look out! I see a trap nearby. Lucky find!
To it, isn't there?
This ghostly form is the finest blessing we can hope for. The sights, the sounds, the chaos.
I need a remedy!
Come on then, Ed. Speak your piece.
Who wants to be judged by a panel of stony faced gods? In river, we are our own judges. The finest blessing we can hope for. The sights, the sounds.
Come on then, Ed. Speak your piece.
Who wants to be judged by a panel of stony-faced gods? In Riverlon, we are our own judges.
Speak a piece.
This ghostly form is the finest blessing we could hope for. The sights, the sounds, the chaos! Ah, who'd give all this up for oblivion? Who wants
Come
to
on
be
then,
judged
Ed.
by a
Speak
panel of
your piece.
stony-faced gods? In Riverlon, we are our own judges.
There's something to it,
This
isn't there?
ghostly form is the finest blessing we could hope for.
There's
The
something to
sights,
it,
the
isn't there?
sounds, the chaos! Ah, who'd give all this up?
Come to listen to Ebenezer expound upon the virtues of fine wine. Oh, if only I could sail the sea again. The sea and the thrill of life. For some reason, he insists he doesn't want to go to the Hall of Echoes, to the afterlife. Where the dead go to live a proper afterlife.
The sights, the
There's what a
sounds.
character that Ebenezer is. Preaches more passionately than a priest. Only he speaks against the heavens rather than... I tend to avoid thinking of the life I used to lead. The life of a traveler. For some reason, he insists he doesn't want to go to the Hall of Echoes, to the afterlife. Some say all sinners and saints alike are welcome in the hall. But I've also...
The sights,
My
the sounds.
bird of warm blood, welcome to our abode of exile, and I tend to avoid thinking of the life I used to lead. The life of a... For some reason he insists he doesn't want to go to the hall. Some say all sinners and saints.
We are our own judges.
This ghostly form is the immortal. Aha! Well, surely I don't have to tell you how much better a life or death here in Rivellon is compared to a beats me. We're hardly the only Sicilians lost at sea. We were all aboard a ship headed from Arata to Fair Sicile. But upon our return, the lighthouse... The name's Ebenezer. Pleased to make your acquaintance. You've probably been... In life, my interests were soft weathers, southern vintages. As a ghost, I admit that many of those plays, though half the fun of fun is sharing your exploits with an eager ear, you know? Oh, what I'd give to find the final resting place for those deemed worthy of paradise. Paradise after life? Ha! Look around. Can you imagine anything worse than being stuffed up into oblivion with the rest of the dead? Ah, give me. The ship that sunk and turned us all into phantoms? She was home to a sweet old tomcat, Oscar by name, who'd curl up cozy as can be on my pillow. But I reckon cats don't stay on as ghosts after they pass. Because the little furball is nowhere to be seen. Strange indeed. Who wants to be judged by a panel of stony-faced gods? In Rivellon, we are our own judges. This ghostly form is the finest blessing we could hope for. The sights, the sounds, the chaos! Ah!
My mother would scold me well and good for standing here and listening to all Ebenezer deriding the gods, but what some say all, sinners and saints alike, are welcome in the hall. I tend to avoid thinking of for some reason he
We are our own judges. This ghostly form is the finest blessing we could hope for. The sights, the sounds, the
There's
chaos.
something to it, isn't
Who'd
there?
give all this up for oblivion?
Strange.
There's something
Strange indeed.
Who wants to be judged by a panel of stony-faced gods? In Rivellon, we are our own
strange
judges.
indeed.
This ghostly form is the finest blessing we can hope for.
Strange,
The
strange
sights,
indeed.
the sounds,
There's something
the
to it, isn't there?
chaos. Ah, who'd give all this up for oblivion?
Dancing dugongs, you nearly startled me out of...
Here lies Lady Bravey, a forgetful mom who had 2 babies. Maybe.
There's something to it, isn't there?
This ghostly form is the finest blessing we can hope for. Strange. The sights,
There's something
the
to
sounds,
it, isn't
the
there?
chaos. Ah, who'd give all this up for oblivion?
I feel better already.
What's this I've spotted?
You try to enter the church. The statues that flank...
Hold your horses, stranger. This holy hall may be entered by those who are loyal to the... Ha! Who are those loyal to the goddess? It asks. They are those who... It is a wish we cannot grant, unless you prove... How is she known among the loyal? The exalted one. She who speaks for the goddess. You feign piety to cloak ignorance.
Lucky find! Ah, Source Hunter. Have you come to lend your blood to our cause? Still, I cannot blame you for struggling against me. But now, with Brachus Rex nearly risen, there's little more you can do to hinder. Perhaps for the better. When we first met on the beaches of Sicil, I underestimated you. That blunder has cost me dearly. Still, after all, the end is coming. The end, and here I thought you'd seen it yourself. Tell me, so, you know as well as I that the void is coming. In fact, I have chosen a dark and dangerous path. My only wish for all of Revellon is the soft heart. Brachus Rex was the forefather of our cause. Wouldn't you like to meet him? The sorcerer your order was formed to destroy. Follow me. Find out.
Grass beneath trembles with my power.
Ooh! Hidden switch. Perhaps
Perhaps it has something to do with opening that hatch. A switch much like the first. Could there be more?
I've spotted something.
Three down, but how many to go?
Wow! Hello there. And who, pray tell, might you be? Oh, let's just say I keep the place in I'm no one important, really. I've learned to appreciate anonymity. And forgive me if I generalise, but some of your lot are as crazy as they come. Now I can't help but wonder, are you cut from the same batty cloth? Why've you come here after all? What's the point of it all?
The mysterious stranger gives you a long look, and after...
Okay.
The altar won't budge!
There simply has to be some kind of mechanism that operates it.
What was that? I heard the sound of scraping in the main hall.
So many folks in dark robes.
Strange magic here. How will we deactivate it?
That cultist must have used some kind of key or spell to get through.
The immaculate amulet fits perfectly inside.
I'm a fool. Please. You must stop. Source Hunter. Ha. By the health of the Seven, you're here. There may yet be hope. Perhaps you remember me as a healer. But gods, what a herald of death I've become. I'm beyond redemption now. But you alone may save Cecile, may save all of Riverland from the horror I've summoned. King Bracchus. Bracchus Rex from the tales of old. I've done a terrible thing. I've raised a mad king from beyond the grave. I'll tell you all I know, Source Hunter. Resurrected, revived. The king lives, but not as the last of the mad Source Kings he was. The tyrant who nearly condemned Riverland to oblivion. It was during this dark time that your order, the Source Hunter Bracchus, was a dangerous monster. But he achieved things no man or... I promised to extract the secret for a woman calling herself the Conduit. In exchange, she vowed to reveal to me I was given a great stone, a bloodstone. The Conduit said it would imbue Bracchus with life enough to share the secret she craved. But what he has become? My failures. My failures are so many. I can hide them no longer. The ghoul that guards the lighthouse, the Baron of Bones, the twins by fire joined. Their ghastly faces haunt me, and they in turn have rifled through the graves and sarcophagi of Cecile in search... Undead, Source Hunter, unkillable. I fear this curse her name, her hell-sent promises. She claims to be a link between her god. It was she who showed me that bloodstone could be used for more than healing. Her stones, particularly, what could turn any soft soul towards wickedness? The Conduit had shown me how to raise skeletons and zombies from their graves. But what I craved was something far more rare. Now the Conduit's promise seemed simple. A secret for a secret. I'd tell her how to break. You can defeat the unholiness I've raised, Source Hunter. You can save the countless innocents of...
So Theliron believed that by unleashing these monsters, he'd learned the secret to resurrecting his beloved wife. He'd feed Cecile to the hellhounds in the name of ripping his beloved soul from...
One who comes to watch the spectacle. Oh, by the emerald eyes of the goddess, would you? But my followers have done it. They have done it like I knew they would. How long has it been, I wonder, my first repose in death? An hour? A fable I may have become as time dragged on, but a fact I am once more, little one. I embraced sores. I drank it, made it part of my blood and my being. Armies amassed, too many. Scores I slew, too few. Not a thing. Oh, my sister dearest, Cassandra and her mad cat. Mere pets of mine, the both of the reason for my resurrection, though simplest of spirits, is that I was destined to be. A woman seeks my secret, for her soul is entwined with another's. Yes. Where once they were inseparable, now they have grown. No matter. They still smell like you do, by the by. Your brother and sister hunters, as they closed in. I had but to look at them, and they rusted their chain. Alas, that there were too many, as there clearly are too many of you still. Although, life renewed has made me run. Yes, look at you. Plump as a leech, bulging with